The holidays are a special time to gather with family and friends, but it can also be a very stressful time with everything on our to-do lists. Making sure we're taking care of our mental health is very important as we prepare to celebrate. Thanks for joining us for this week's Health News You Can Use. I'm Lindsay Stish. This week we're discussing the stress around the holidays, tips to lessen that stress, and how to keep the joy alive this holiday season. With me today is Monty Miller, psychotherapist at St. Luke's Health System. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lindsay, for having me today.
Well, Monty, first, holidays in general can be a very stressful time, and as this may be the first time that many of us are gathering after the pandemic as well, what advice do you have as people prepare to gather?
Well, that's a very good question. And first of all, I would say lower your expectations. I think this year a lot of folks have a higher expectations because it's our first year to kind of gather together again, or at least have that possibility due to the pandemic. And so just lower your expectations and try to prioritize the things that you really want to make sure that you do. You may not be able to get it all accomplished, and that's okay. So try to keep things to a minimum, try to keep things simple, and just try to reach your priorities.
Okay, good advice. So what can people do as they're planning for holiday get-togethers?
Well, first of all, don't be afraid to ask for help. It's okay to ask for your family or friends or anybody who's participating in the festivities to go ahead and bring some of the foods that you'll be eating, or maybe ask them to come help you decorate ahead of time. That would be a lot of fun to do, and just make it an enjoyable time and a celebration for everybody. You also want to shop early because you might not find the items that you want, so you want to be sure that you shop early this year, and you want to be sure that maybe you can get all your online shopping accomplished as soon as you can, and also mail your items if they're going to be mailing them to family and friends as soon as you can.
So what are other ways people can lessen their stress?
Well, first of all, I would say really respect each other's differences and opinions. Try not to be judgmental or critical. I also say that if you want to practice safety in your home for COVID or for the pandemic, you have a right to do that. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you want to ask those who are coming over to your home to wear a mask, you could ask them to do that. I'd also recommend that you have hand sanitizer at the front door and also placed throughout your home so people can use those as they choose.
Okay. So if you're feeling stressed, what are some things that you can do to recenter yourself?
That's a very good question. And I think it's important that each of us take a few minutes each day, maybe early in the morning when we get up, and just check ourselves, check your body from head to toe, look for anxiety, look for unsettled feelings, and just process those, sit with those for a little bit. You might even try to practice a gratitude journal where you can, write down those things that you're grateful for, and at least do it maybe through the holiday season, if not through the year. Also, if you would like to just journal your thoughts, I think it really helps to get your words and your thoughts on paper, because then it has a place to go and outside of your head. I also do encourage you to do the things that really recharge you, whether it be pedicures, manicures, exercising, meeting with friends, taking silent time away, whatever works for you.
So what are some other tips you tell people that can help reduce stress this time of year?
Well, during this time of the year, and really all year long, we could practice things that we could reduce stress. And one is breathing exercises, deep breathing exercises. And when you're practicing those, it's really helpful to have a mantra that you kind of repeat over and over. And my favorite one is, I am enough, I do enough, and I have enough. And just stating that as I'm doing my deep breathing exercises really helps me to relax. Also, making sure you get a good night's sleep, make sure you're eating as healthy as possible, and make sure that you're exercising on a regular basis, and you're socializing, and also taking time to be quiet and to practice simplicity, solitude, and silence.
Okay, great reminders. What else can people do to help keep the joy this holiday season?
I think it's important that people really practice their rituals. They may not be able to practice their normal family traditions and rituals. And if you can't get them all in because it's a very busy season, then just prioritize your top 3 and really practice those and really enjoy doing those and passing those on in the family.
Okay, great. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I'd like to say that, even here at St. Luke's, we are really concerned about this issue of stress throughout the holidays, because that's for everybody. And we are practicing doing podcast and webinars and things that really help our own people and the St. Luke's family to learn how to manage stress through the holidays.
Very important topic. Okay, well, thank you so much, Monty.
You're so welcome.
To find out more about St. Luke's behavioral health, including free webinars on dealing with stress, anxiety, and more, visit stlukeskc.org/behavioral. You can also stay up to date with all the latest developments on the COVID pandemic and other health news from St. Luke's at stlukeskc.org/news. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time on Health News You Can Use.